This episode of JoyCast is brought to you by Amino App. It's a social media site, but instead of chatting with anti-vaxxers and climate change deniers, you're connected with people who like the same cool stuff you like, such as anime, games, cosplay, and more. They've just unveiled a new stories feature where you can create and share awesome fan-based content like this. Download the Amino app now on iPhone or Android. Link is in the description below. Oh, yeah. You smell that? That's the smell of a sponsored deal well earned. Only took 8 months of begging. Should have started sooner. Anyways, welcome to JoyCast, your one-stop pod for all things joyride and entertainment. I'm Ivan Leroy, and this month I'm joined by the audience's most anticipated guest. That's right, the ever-talented and badass Naomified. Naomified joined the crew before we even called ourselves the Joy Crew. Second only to Earl of Basington, she is one of my longest-standing professional relationships in the entertainment industry. First as a voice actress, and now the chief creative editor on our first original project, Connie Quest. Her talent is only rivaled by her drive and work ethic, and it's really no surprise then that she's risen through our ranks the way she has. As much as I love that little spark plug and our beloved new amino overlords, I gotta shine a spotlight first on the good folks who really keep JoyRide's engine running. That's right, our awesome Patreon producers, Mr. Host, Patrick Rippey, Ryan Helm, Morgan Ehlers, Kim Morden, Christopher Rojas, and Leonardo Abruzzo. Thank you so much for your generous support. Now on with the show. I like how we promised you to the audience, I think on Patreon, like January?
I got it's over.
It might have been December.
No, it was December because Dallas took my place, right?
Yeah, Dallas took your place on the schedule.
You need to stop having fun.
It took us that long to get you on here finally. Sorry, but glad to finally have you on the show.
I'll forgive you this one time. It's okay. I'm glad to be here.
Studio
audience claps.
So that's very strong and adult of you because you're usually very merciless.
Yeah, guys. Anyway,
yeah. So yeah, I just wanna with every member of JoyRide, I try to get a quick little interview to start. Then we'll get on the topic of what everyone really wants to hear about is our secret, dark, dank, freaking SakuraCon weekend.
A secret orgy.
The secret orgy that wasn't a secret.
The secret orgy that everyone knew about.
That everyone knew about. That everyone got mono from.
It's still going around like Charlie only just fucking got it.
Yeah, right before we show the show, we have confirmed that everyone except for Freddy has gotten sick.
Which means I think that he started it. He must be the carrier.
I think he's patient zero. Yep, I agree.
Patient zero, fuck him.
I think he's the one who gave everyone mono.
Some Planet of the Apes shit just follows us around on the fucking map.
Yep. So let's put a pin in that, and let's start with you, Naomi. How did we meet? Do you remember?
I do remember. I auditioned for Yamaguchi in episode 18 on BTVA of Hajime no Ippo the Abridged.
Yes, but at the same time, I also had a audition for Lupin the Abridged.
No, that's not how that works. Unless it's like this super secret, like Connie Quest audition you've got when no one actually auditions. Like you hit me up, he was like, "Hey, can you do a Brooklyn accent?" And like, yeah. I was like, I can try. Yeah. You were like, hey, just send me. I think it was like, hey, send me this line.
But Lupin ended up coming out before Yamaguchi did, though.
Yeah, cause I remember it was like
you definitely auditioned for Yamaguchi first.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. Like I might have ended up auditioning for Lupin after, but yeah, you had it open on casting call like auditions for Lupin Abridged episode 18, 19, and 20 or something.
Oh, that was Ippo. Because I was in Ippo episodes in batches.
Oh, yeah. But then it was like, I think it was on like episode 9 at the time, was released while she was auditioning that far ahead. So
Yep.
definitely planning ahead.
But no, but my favorite part about that, I've always told you, is the fact that because I don't work with minors, like the youngins, because they're always usually an issue. And I remember you told me, you said you were 17 years old.
I told you I was 17 for like 4 years.
And you turned 18 last year. We've known each other for 5 years.
Something like that. That was the funny thing. Like when I got a Twitter, like, because I only got that like 2 years ago, I think. Like, I'd put on my like, oh, it's my birthday, and everyone would be like, how old are you? And I'd be like, oh, I'm 17.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, I thought you was older.
I said, you were 17 5 years ago. You turned 18.
Fucking, yeah, I'm just timeless, I guess. I didn't lie, I was just, you know.
No, you're just a low-key immoral, like, girl, you know?
Yeah, just age, like, a fifth of the speed of everyone else. It's fine. Well, because no one, like, exactly, like, no one wants to fucking work with, like,
no one does, and I always kind of knew back when it was just me and Earl, we were just kind of like, she's a minor, isn't she? But I was like, fuck, but she's talented though. we kind of need her.
Oh shit! Back in the day, man. Fucking back in K on Bikes.
K on Bikes. You played Minnow?
Was it Minnow? She had like a British accent.
Yeah, she had a British accent. I was like, Naomi, can you do a British accent?
Fuck. Because I think I knew you before I knew Val. So like, I think.
Yep.
Technically, like, other than shitty one-off fan dubs, like, you're the one person that like maybe I've known them longest with the consistency.
Yeah, because you did not have a back catalog until you started working with us. I don't believe, besides fan dubs.
But yeah, like besides shitty like comic dubs and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, like, you guys were the first, well, you guys, whatever, were, like, the first to consistently keep me, which was dope. So, and I stuck around. I'm still here, so.
Stuck around. And then, trying to think. Yeah, I think we just approached you on Yo Mama as well. I think that was just a given at that point.
Yeah, because I remember the first recording session, you were like, oh, I need to do the Yamaguchi voice. And it just sort of went from there.
Yeah. Because I think that's when you finally became in-house for JoyRide. It was with Yo Mama. When I was like we didn't audition you or anything. I think we were just like, yo, this is your role. You have it.
It's mine now. When are you doing Lupin again? When are you reviving Lupin?
We did on Patreon, and now as it will be public here, we will do a remaster. When I'm not busy, which is never. I will. I'm trying. It will arrive because that script deserves better than what it got when it first came out.
I remember that script being like legitimately like funny to read.
It was a very good script. I look at the Lupin abridged script, and I look at the My Hero scripts, and I go, what the fuck happened? I used to actually be a really good writer.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Like, I know people are like, wow, the story of My Hero is really fucking cool and original. It's like, yeah, but I used to be like a very disciplined writer before then. Like, things that could just be good on its own merit. And that was Lupin the Abridged. And I want that. I want you guys to see what it was like back when I was, because that's back when I was still doing like indie films and shit. So like I had to stay within that principle still. And it shows. Whereas with My Hero, it's like that's My Hero Bridge is when I became my own boss, and it's like, oh, I can write whatever the fuck I want, for better or worse.
I mean, it helps to mix it up a bit. Like, that's a lot more dramatic than the older comedy stuff. So.
But what makes me excited about Lupin Remaster is if it does well, I would gladly make that a series, and there's definitely a plan for it.
Because it was a movie originally, right?
I think so. I think I originally had a movie, but then I divided that movie into multiple like scripts. Is how I have it now.
Oh shit!
But I'm excited because I love that take on Lupin. I love the take on Rebecca that you played. Everyone did a fucking great job. It's just I just wasn't ready to edit back then. And now I can just pay someone to do that now.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, just get the dog to do it. He's your bitch now.
He's not busy. Like, how many people approach Doc for work at SoccerCon? How many people?
God. And he's got
Poor
like fucking
man.
school shit too. Godspeed.
I'm glad he's in house now. I'm glad we can afford him now.
I'm glad you
'Cause
have him
he'll
like,
work
around
for
your
us
finger.
first. Yeah. So you just hit the ground running with us, and then but like I said, we didn't. I don't think we really ever got that close until JoyQuest. I think is when. No, you know what? It was just before JoyQuest. It was the Joe Bro chat.
Yeah, the JoJo sort of. Well, it was when
JoJo
Part 4 was
Fridays.
airing.
Yeah, it was the
So-
JoJo Fridays.
Yeah, because even then, like, being close with you was still like not especially close at that point. Like,
No,
very much
I kept everyone at
distanced
arm's.
yourself.
I kept everyone at arm's length.
Oh,
still.
for sure. Yeah.
And and also the fact that I was in joke because like that's still like when it was still like cool to fucking hate me in the community. So I had nowhere else to go. All I had because Good Morning Ramen kind of like went in hiatus. So my children were gone and Earl went on hiatus. So I was alone. I'm like, oh fuck, I have nowhere to go. And I think I just quit Ablo at that time. So I remember you guys and I was getting into. I just remembered Ablo this morning because I was recommended on Twitter about it and I looked and I went, yeah, still hasn't gone anywhere since I left. The JoJo chat. I remember because I was just getting to JoJo, because Val introduced it to me, and then you were into JoJo, like violently into JoJo, and I was like, okay, here's something we all have in common, and then you invited me to the Joe Bro chat with the two other guys.
Yeah, because that's only when I just started getting into it. Like I think I marathoned it with them guys, and then you sort of tagged on for the Part 4 stuff.
Yep.
Like it was all very fresh. I love that shit still though. Like slightly like not as burning passion, but like a kindle in my heart.
I burnt out on JoJo. I marathon through Part 5 through Part 7 through the manga. Yeah. And I was like, this is a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, I still haven't read Part 7. Like,
everyone says Part 7 Steel Ball Run's the best. I go, it's fine. It's not bad. I like the fuck it finale. I think that was charming, but otherwise, yeah, maybe JoJo isn't for me. I love Part 4. Part 4 is one of my all-time favorite pieces of fiction ever. You can never take that away from me. But and I think that's the problem is I held everything JoJo related to the standard of Part 4, and it'll never live up.
Part 4 was like basically a masterpiece. Though. Shit.
Not even basically; it's unquestionably a masterpiece.
Very true.
It's
Especially for like JoJo
thing...
standards as well. Like JoJo.
Yeah, by JoJo standards, which is such a fuck it mentality.
Yeah.
But like it's a very even the stuff that Araki forgot, like the time travel shit. Like when JoJo saved himself as a child, I like how that never went anywhere. But that's like the only thing you can freaking judge it for. Otherwise, that thing is airtight, and it's more of a feat because JoJo is like the exact opposite of airtight in most circumstances.
Yeah. It's fucking plot holy as fuck. It took us. For like 8 minutes to talk about JoJo.
Yeah, I mean, with you, it's a given.
That's what I was fucking. I was like, man, this is my brand, kind of, you know.
But it's relevant because the Joe Bro chat was a very influential part to the early makings of JoyRide Entertainment. Because I mean, there were people in there. I mean, they don't work with us now, but we almost worked with them. It just didn't work out. But
yeah.
But there were influences there. That's where the idea of JoyQuest manifested. Was in the Joe Bro chat.
Right? Because you had that like beta group going on.
We sent the beta. We call them the beta group. I think the Vanguard is the best way. We sent the red shirts out to test it, and they all died except for Earl. But the funny, I had to laugh though because the red shirts are. I mean, I won't say anymore, but you know, campaign 2. Return of the red shirts. They're coming back. They're staking their claim on the show. Yeah, we sent a test group out there, and I was like, because you originally signed up to DM.
I did, and I'm glad I didn't, because Freddie...
Thank God.
I think I sent Freddie, like, a fucking gay paragraph after, like, the first 5 sessions, being like, man, you're one of the best DMs I've ever had.
Freddie killed... Freddie was basically, like, everything at JoyRide a fucking mistake and a miracle. Like, things that should not happen. Like, our best shit happens by circumstance. We plan so much shit, but the best stuff is the shit that happens accidentally here. Like Freddy. Like, we planned JoyQuest. You were to DM, and then Stina was gonna DM, and then we sent the test group in, and it fucking bombed.
And then
we didn't know what we were gonna do. And then Freddy just fucking came out of nowhere and was like, I'm a DM. And we're like, who the fuck are you?
You gave him a fucking bite, and then kablow.
And I was like, okay, Freddy, we'll do a test run. And then that test run became the fucking show that was JoyQuest.
I mean, like, as dysfunctional as it kind of was, in a fun way, like, it kicked ass. And I'm so glad Earl was a red shirt who made it through, like...
Earl, you said it, I've said it, Earl saved that fucking show.
Fuck. God, I love that man. For sure.
Oh my god, especially meeting him at SakuraCon.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
If you weren't in love with the man before, you fell in love with him there.
Absolutely.
He is wonderful. Is there anything else I should... You know what, because we're going to backtrack just a little bit. How did you get into voice acting? How did this fucking start?
Oh, out for one sec. Actually, there is someone in our friendship group. Like time out, like, you can delete this if you want. Like, there is someone in our friendship group that is solely 100% responsible for me getting into voice acting. And my resolve for SakuraCon was for me to tell them that. And I never got them on their own. And I kind of want to tell them personally before, like, anyone else tells them. But, like, I'm never going to fucking tell them now. Like, it was in person or nothing.
Okay.
So, for disclosure's sake, it was, like, it was HXR. Like, I watched that shit when I finished Hunter x Hunter in, like, 2013 September or something. And I fucking was creased by it. I was like, man, I want to fucking do stuff like this. And then for Christmas, 2 months later, I got a USB microphone. And then in January, I started recording. And I, like, let out the smallest tear when Earl asked me to voice fucking Ponzu on HXR, like, a year or so ago. Like, I lost my fucking shit. Like...
Yep. Very similar story. I mean, the story of mine was I discovered Team 4-Star in college and went, oh, I can fucking do this shit. Then I discovered, and that's the thing I never admitted openly, and I'll say it right here. When I saw Ha X Ha, I was like, fuck. There are some good people here.
It's amazing. Like,
I was the biggest Earl of Basington fan. I was an Earl of Basington fanboy, and when he auditioned for Ippo, I was like, what the fuck?
I'm not being a cunt, but, like, Earl being Ippo slightly influenced me auditioning for Ippo. Like, I was kind of a gay fangirl, and, like, I was at the point where I wanted to be in British stuff anyway.
let's be, like, now that we're all gonna be fucking honest and admit this, I think everyone at JoyRide, like, in the pre-JoyRide days, everyone was an Earl of Basington fan. I think that was a given, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got Val in. Like, I know you messaged him, but I got him to say yes, so I take credit for that.
Yeah, you take credit for getting Val. No, I don't fucking disagree with that assessment at all, that you were the reason we got Val at JoyRide. No fucking, there was no fucking shit. No one wanted to fucking work with me at that point. That was at my lowest point, is when, and I was just writing them, like, as soon as Tiba happened, and I got that fucking compliment from Kaiser and fucking Yamato and Hayabusa, I was like, it's never gonna get better than this. I gotta buy voice actors right now.
Yeah, I mean,
so I was like, Naomi's in house. Beautiful Valentine, want to come here? I was grabbing Charlie, Stina, everyone, and Val was our Hail Mary toss. And I don't doubt one bit that we needed your influence to get him at JoyRide.
Like, it's not that. Like, he didn't know anything about JoyCast or anything. Like, he didn't know the...
Nobody did. The schmucks have made it... They did a very, very good job of making sure no one knows about JoyCast.
But, like, yeah, it was just more like he was at a stage where he was unsure if he wanted to do a bridge stuff anymore.
Yes. Because
So I was like, hey, do it anyway. You know, like.
So let's backtrack. So Earl Basington responsible for everything, even though he would never take credit for that because
He's God. Like, and the thing is, like.
No, Earl of Basington is a fucking god.
He is God. He is the God.
He's
not
so relaxed. He's so self-assured about everything. There's nothing sexier than quiet confidence. And Earl is the embodiment of quiet confidence.
Exactly.
Although he does have his private issues that he brings to me, and then we talk it out, and everything's good because Earl's human, and we should show that to the audience. We can't give Earl this much credit. Earl's a human. He's a filthy human.
He's a human. He's not actually.
But he is the best of us. He is the best of us.
Yeah. Though. I mean, like, even if I had fucking told him at SakuraCon and, like, worked myself up over it, he'd probably just been like, oh, sweet.
You
like,
should have. Oh, well, man, I wish you had pre-vetted me, because I would have got you two alone to say that.
I nearly did. And, like, then because it was at the weed table. I was, like, about to tell him. Because he was, like, talking to me about just, like, bongs and shit. Like, fucking a typical, you know, like... And no, he was like, this is how you fucking, and he was like labeling it, and I was like, cool, how do I confess my undying love for this man? And then Val sits down, I'm like, oh! Like, I didn't want other people to hear it, because it's gay as fuck, but now everyone's gonna hear it. Everyone's gonna hear it. Okay, it's fine.
To be fair, there was a lot of one-on-one talks I wanted to have at SakuraCon, and I had none of them.
I didn't fucking talk to anyone. I felt like shit afterwards. I was like, man.
I felt like a fucking asshole at SakuraCon. But more than I usually do, because I just did not fucking... I'm not there yet. I'm trying to get there, and I'm not there yet, but I'm glad I'm that close where I can actually admit that.
Yeah.
But, oh, man... There's so many things left unspoken at SakuraCon, but better than Anime Dallas. Anime Dallas was like, I fucking booked it after Anime Dallas. I was like, hello? As everyone at Anime Dallas would tell you, I was not making eye contact with anyone at Anime Dallas.
Fucking, yeah, they were fucking... Charlie warned me. He was like, right, I'm just coming down in like a few hours, like when we were at the Airbnb. And he was like, right, so just don't be, I know what you're like, Naomi, don't be offended if he doesn't want to talk to you for a day. And I was like, it's fine. Like, you started sweeping and shit, and I was like, man, this dude, like, needs a minute. Like,
so that's something let's get into SakuraCon talk now.
Yeah, fuck me, let's go.
And let me pre-vet that with you. Those first 2 days, I was having a fucking anxiety attack, is what I was having.
Oh, no.
I was only pretending to get sick like Val. I was fucking freaking the fuck out.
You were just, like, actually shitting your pants in, like, a beyond metaphor.
No, the thing, I wasn't shitting. Because I shit a lot. That's not a secret. Me and Charlie are the big shitters at Joy Entertainment. Like, literally, all we do is shit. Mm-hmm. My ass was fucking sealed shut the entire time. When we went to that Denny's, I didn't go to the bathroom. I went to that toilet to take a fucking nap because I was just done. I was done with you all.
Did you fucking add the Denny's? Like...
Okay, if this was the SakuraCon movie, this is the in media res. Is me sitting on a toilet trying to take a nap. But now let's go back to the beginning of SakuraCon. let's
go back. Let's fucking... Okay, so... You guys got all picked up from the airport and all dropped off, and we ordered the shittiest burgers ever. That's night one.
My burger tasted good.
Mine was fine.
Well, fine. Only Val was the only one who got food poison. Let's make that abundantly fucking clear.
And I think I had the same burger as him anyway, so it was just full of shit. Like,
but I mean, you got sick too. But like, I think
2 days later,
I think yours was traveler's flu, is what it was.
Yeah, but like, I was already there for like 10 days before.
Yeah, well, there's an incubation period. Like, I said, we joke that it's mono, but it's really everyone's is completing their incubation period on traveler's flu. Is what's happening.
That's fair enough.
Because that's what happened to me. I was sick before Anime Dallas, and then I was fine at Anime Dallas, and then for a few days after Dallas, I was fine, and then I got sicker than I was before. Because I got fucking traveler's flu.
That makes sense then. I don't know, I didn't realize that. But
it fucking happens. But yeah, so you and Charlie got there a week before anybody else. What did you guys do? Did you see the city? Did you just hole yourself up in your own Airbnb? What'd you do?
We packed on the pounds. Like... I came home the other day, and my body fat percentage has gone up by 2.5, and I've gained 6 pounds, and it was the best fucking food I've ever eaten. It was...
I warned you about ranch. I'm
but hang on, I need to form a sentence. I'm just so in love with ranch right now. I'm gonna take like a check-in bag when I come back this summer, and I'm just gonna fill it with ranch. Like that's...
I think it's a liquid though. Or will you check it in?
In your check-in, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm one of those. I'm that fucking stuffy businessman who does not check a bag in, who carries everything in a tiny little briefcase. Just fucking stuffs it. I stuffed my fucking cosplay in that little tiny briefcase.
Oh god, like the 69 things as well. Jesus.
Yep. It was a miracle. It was a fucking miracle. It was made through. But yeah. I had to laugh because we were having that conversation about ranch, and Freddie's like, I don't know about ranch. I should have known better with Freddie. Freddie's like, no, ranch is... no one likes ranch here. Like, Freddie, you just don't like ranch.
His mom loves ranch. Charlie and I went out to brunch with his mom, and she was like, oh, ranch. Like, it was fucking... Like, she gets it. It's just Freddie who's the weird one.
Yeah, Freddie's just the fucking weird one.
Oh,
God, we fucking destroyed Freddie in regards of food. And I warned him. Man. I fucking warned everyone. He's like, oh, we're gonna cook for each other. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are not gonna have time. There's no time. Like, we learned this lesson in Anime Dallas. There's no time for anything when you're at a convention.
The worst part about that is that Charlie and I spent so much money on eating out that first week. We had, like, 3 meals a day, just fucking take out or, like, in a restaurant or shit. And then, like, we were like, oh, we'll just buy groceries. And, like, Doc wants to do a stir fry and it'll be fun. And then, like, we just didn't. And I could feel, like, fat building up in my arteries by the end of that fucking... When we was in the airport waiting at home. Like,
yeah.
It was
See,
vile.
I had the exact opposite problem. I didn't fucking eat.
No!
I lost, like, 10 pounds at that convention because I was so fucking nervous I could not fucking swallow. It was bad. It was so fucking bad.
Oh, crikey.
So you guys, you spent a week eating. That's all you did was eat before we got there.
Eat. We ate and then we finished Brotherhood, and like that was it. That was the week. We hibernated.
Yep, that sounds about right. So you met up with Freddie first. You had brunch with his mom, Vicky.
Yeah.
I love Vicky. And then Earl comes in on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we had pizza with the bros.
Yep, you guys had a slumber party beforehand, right?
Yeah, it was super cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
we
cute.
Hung out, watched YouTube videos like 12-year-olds do. Played Fortnite for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty dope. And then...
And so, what happened?
Oh, then just saying and then the next day's Thursday and everyone comes down.
Yeah, everyone came at like the same time. We planned this.
Crazy.
We planned this trip over a year ago. And I couldn't believe how perfect it worked out. That was fucking crazy. Allie Fluro and Kyle David rolled in like 5 minutes right before I did. Frickin' Doc was already there to meet us. Fucking Stina rolled in at the Airbnb like 30 minutes after we got there. It was crazy how perfectly timed that was. Because she drove.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We sunk those watches up perfectly.
It was kind of crazy how well it worked out. Like, we were expecting
it's great,
Freddie to do a
and go
trip.
figure, that's the only thing that everyone has planned that weekend, was the arrival.
God, yeah, everything else was so
But let's describe the scene walking to this Airbnb. That was a very good Airbnb. Like, that was like S tier, was that not?
It was amazing, and it was so cheap. Like, the amount of
I couldn't believe how cheap we paid for that. And it was that good. We walk in there. It looked like that guy had just built that deck on the porch. It looked like he was just finishing it. Like, he was. The construction guy was just putting the gate on there before he left.
Yeah, I think that was when you guys were away. I think Stina arrived when you guys were being picked up, and me...
No, Stina came right after me.
No,
because we sent Earl and Freddie away to get groceries, and Val.
Yeah.
And so it was you, me, and Charlie. And then Stina popped in. And then we went on the deck, and the fucking... It's called Sakura Con, and this motherfucker had a fucking Sakura tree. There were cherry blossoms blowing the wind. It was anime as fuck.
But them petals got fucking everywhere.
Yeah, and that was the first funny bit. Haha, Ivan's OCD. I spent the first day sweeping a lot. That was fun.
Because the amount of dirt that just got like tracked in from like people.
Because you guys had to keep the fucking porch door open because holy shit! Like I went to a fucking liberal arts college. I've never seen so much fucking weed in my life. I've never seen in one place. I went to fucking crazy parties run by rich Jewish kids, and I never seen that much fucking weed on a table.
Well, what I think happened was I think it was so cheap. That I think it was Earl who bought it. Or
Earl bought it. Earl bought it all.
He
was in heaven. Earl was a weed goddess that entire weekend.
It's the patron saint of weed, and he was pounding it back like morning and night. He was on that shit.
Oh yeah, like, every moment. Stina too. Like everyone was fucking hammering. You gotta give him respect. Weed. Fucking like Stina and Earl were having a competition who could fucking burn through it the most.
Are we allowed to talk about Freddy in regards to that?
Yes, we absolutely must talk about Freddy in regards to the weed. So Freddy had his first weed. He claims to have had it before, but I don't fucking believe that 1 second.
It's Freddy. He's not even been in this situation. He's never been in the same room as weed before then.
Yeah. And that's perfectly fine. It was cool. And Freddy took his fucking first toke. And we placed bets on how much he was gonna cough. And I under fucking bet like by a mile. Holy shit. And like as soon as he fucking took it, and he took it he took a fucking
big ass fucking drag.
He took a big one. And oh boy, I appreciate it because now I wasn't the only crazy one in the room for the rest of the evening. Freddy was fucking like he was tweaking, dude.
Like, I don't even think it was the weed. I think he was more paranoid about it.
I mean, that's what happened. You can't smoke weed paranoid, dog. That's why I didn't smoke it the first night. You can't fucking do that. And Freddy was like he was pacing. He was on the fucking couch, fucking like rocking back and forth. And I was trying to keep him busy. I was like, yo, Freddy, set that switch up. And he's fucking pulling it out the fucking dock. He's putting it back in, back and forth. I'm like, uh-oh. Well, at least he's preoccupied.
Fucking.
And we're all sitting on the porch. We're antagonizing the dog in the death pit. Because this house is built on top of a hill that looks over a fucking valley. And the fucking and then we were told explicitly that we couldn't play with the dog. That's a cute ass dog though.
It was like, what was it, like a beagle or some shit?
It was a fucking old ass beagle. He was cute though. Beagle. He did not. He didn't like Freddy or Val. It was either Freddy or Val. Like every time every time we peer over the porch, he'd do that cute little thing where he cocked his head and be curious. And then it was either Freddy or Val. He'd go. He'd just start fucking barking. And we're like, yeah, you're killing the mood. The dog.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
that
my
was mental.
God. But the first night was fucking great, and I was like I said, I'm freaking out because the time zones had me all thrown off. Because I'm such a regimented guy, I'm like, I gotta eat. I gotta fucking eat right now. So you suggest Herfy's Burgers. Let's throw this brand underneath the bus.
The top thing on Uber Eats. I downloaded Uber Eats, and that was the top
thing on Uber Eats. And mine was good. I had a fucking sourdough burger with an egg on it, and it was fucking delicious. All Val ate was some fucking chicken tenders. But
yeah, what fucking peeves me off is like everyone's putting their orders in and they're like, oh, does it come with fries? Does it come with fries? And like it didn't, so I was like, I'll be a good Samaritan. I'm gonna be super humble right now and talk about how amazing I am. And I bought like 5 bags of fries and nobody fucking touched them. Like
everyone was freaking the fuck because like everyone, even people who weren't admitting it, were so thrown off. Because I wasn't the only one who didn't fucking eat. Like I think we only ate 1 big meal a day over that fucking weekend. Because everyone was so fucking thrown off. And I think everyone ate their burgers, was like, okay, that's enough.
I was pissed. I was mad pissed. But yeah. I ate them all. It was fine.
And I was going to say, they got 8.
Oh, yeah, for
Over
sure.
in time, those fries got 8.
But
the first night was great. Then the next morning, I think I got 4 hours. That was my problem. I got 4 hours of sleep and could not hide the fact that I was having an anxiety attack. So that was my morning, and most of that Friday. It was Friday.
Yeah, because we didn't go to the con till the evening, did we?
Yeah, and then Val was like, "Oh no, I'm not feeling too good, you guys," and he took a nap
can we
on the
talk about the
couch.
timing on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Like, we were all like, oh, let's go to Denny's to get some brunch. And, like, just as we'd all agreed that we were ready and we were about to go.
After it took 2 hours to convince Freddie to go to Denny's. Let's not forget.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. The absolute tribulation.
Freddie, like, anytime we took Freddie to any restaurant, it was like we were sending him to the fucking gallows to hang himself. Like, it was like a nightmare for
to
Freddie.
the expensive fucking, the chicken hen
The
place?
fat hen. It's only 2 hours away, you guys, and it's super expensive. I think if Freddie didn't realize now, he learned now that pretty much everyone at JoyRide is ghetto as fuck. Like we were just like we just want food.
We're done.
It's fucking food. We're good. Freddie.
Like that's
but
all.
Freddie,
That's the standard,
it's gotta be.
right?
It's gotta be
And,
fucking
like,
prepared.
Just as we're about to leave, Val goes, "Oh, just 1 second, guys," and he vomits. Door wide.
No, we heard.
open,
No,
like,
we
head
heard
down
first.
The toilet bowl.
We didn't hear the vomit.
Empties his guts for like.
We heard a bucket of water hit the toilet bowl first. That was him shitting himself.
Was it?
Then he fucking vomited.
I didn't hear that.
Then he vomited. And it was like, okay, here we fucking go. And he goes, oh, I feel fine now, you guys. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And we went to Denny's. And then I went to fucking sleep on the toilet at Denny's. Because
in the one cubicle that the boys
the one
had.
cubicle toilet. And so while I'm taking a sleep, I woke up on the toilet to the sounds of Val vomiting in the sink. And I felt terrible. So that's why I left the bathroom.
Crikey.
So then Val got sick there. Denny's was, I'm not sure, how was Denny's for y'all, you healthy folks? You mentally and physically healthy folks?
The burgers were absolutely delish. Like, I think if
They looked good.
Fucking, what was Freddie saying? He was like, oh, these eggs are, like, vile. But, like, if he just had a burger, it would have been fine. Like, the burgers were pretty
I
good.
think the burgers would have been fine. I ordered some sausages and I ate them later. And yeah, I have to agree, they were salty as fuck.
Yeah. And, like, fucking Charlie had, like, a tally. He, like, actually counted how many burgers Earl ate that weekend. And I think he averaged at, like, 2 a day or some shit. Like, Earl was fucking
all Earl ate was burgers. It was adorable. Like, we whenever we asked Earl where we were going to eat, he would always ask, do they have burgers? And that was it. Earl needs is burgers and weed, and he will survive.
It's like the fucking food triangle, but it's just burgers.
He's a simple
and weed.
man. Just a simple man, and that's good.
Can we discuss as well, like, the amount of times the door thing broke because people walked into it? The fucking
the screen door.
The screen, yeah.
Okay,
that
no, we
invisible
need.
fucking
Let's
shit.
prime that for Thursday night. The funniest fucking thing that happened Thursday night is you took a fucking drag. And that weed, it was probably some pretty fucking strong
decent.
weed.
It was like 20% THC.
It was a good weed. And I remember you left to do something, and I watched you leave, and I watched you fucking run right into the fucking glass. Just boom. And that wasn't the funny. The funny part was watching you try to hide the fact that you went face first through a fucking glass window. Just immediately recoil and look to see if anyone saw. And just the look on me and Charlie, because me and Charlie both saw you do it. And everyone else heard it. You went, boom! Like, you fucking hit it.
It was like fucking, like, a run cycle in a game. And then you, like, absolutely, like, walk into a wall, and then you have to navigate around it. I was like, that's fine. That's, like, my nose, like, is fucking, like, it went right a little bit after that. I
saw you I thought you were to shatter that fucking thing. You were hard.
Holy shit, night one, like, hey, we need to order a new door.
Then you fucking did it again when we went inside for the evening. Like, we were all inside. I can't walk because I was paranoid because I was sweeping. I was OCD. I was paranoid about that door. I was like, you guys are gonna break this door, and you did multiple times. Thank God I could.
That
fix
wasn't
it.
me. The other 2 times weren't me. One of them was Val for sure. Blame that guy. And I think
blame Val.
Yeah.
But then you did it again at night, and that was fucking funny.
It's just not, like, it's in the fucking way. Like you don't need 2 doors.
It was a very, compliments to the Airbnb owner. It was a very clean window.
It was too clean, in fact.
But then for the rest of the weekend, I think that porch window just stayed open because it was just a cloud of fuck. My eyes were burning because people were just fucking lighting up constantly.
It got to the point where Earl was like gatekeeping. He was like, yelling at everyone like, through the door now. So like we had to fucking like run around.
No, Earl was the keeper of the gate. That was his spot. Everyone had their spot in that Airbnb, and Earl was right next to that porch. He had his chair, he had the table, he had his little office with his bong and everything, and people would come. And when people wanted weed, they go to the weed god, and they bow to him, and he'd give them the weed.
God, what a fucking enlightened man.
Just enlightened, like, just a god, just a goddess among men.
Just, isn't he? Fuck.
So back to Thursday, back to Friday. So after everyone fucking had a fucking hell of a time at Denny's, we went back. Freddie had to go repair the light in his car, because it happened right when it happened. His lighter went out, and he had to fix that. And glad he did, because we had a lot of night trips that con. So he had to go fix that. So he went and fixed that. Val and I took a fucking nap, because I don't nap. And when my body says, hey, you should take a nap, I need to take a fucking nap. So I did, and once I took that nap, I was still a bit groggy, but I kind of slapped my shit together, and I was good for the rest of the con after that. But it was right when everyone said, hey, because they were like, hey, there's something witty panel's about to happen. We need to get there. And I was like, because I was determined. Like, even though I felt sick, I was like, I am determined, because I have to see their My Hero bridge. I have to fucking see it. And so I put my Sero fucking cosplay on, and I fucking went there. And I was fine after that. I was fine. We left Val because Val was like shitting and throwing up his guts. And we needed to fucking do that.
And like fucking Stina and I had them rubber boots on, which changed.
So when me and Val took a nap, and Freddie went to fix his car, and Earl got more weed, you, Charlie, and Stina went and got a tattoo.
We did. We got kilo matching tattoos. And
yeah, what were they?
We went for a theme. So we went for the theme of like traveling. So Charlie had an overnight flight. So we had like a plane with like a night sky in it. I've got photos if you want to fucking pop them up. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, do that. That'll be fun.
Stina got a little red car with a cactus, because she got there by car. And I got a train, because I had to get a train to the airport. I got the good old ocean train. And I wanted it to be like real small. And she was like, I can't do it any smaller than 3 inches. And I wanted it to be like 2 centimeters. So I was like, oh, so now I've got this fucking huge ass tattoo. Like, I didn't want it to be that big. So I'm kind of stuck with it. But no, it was a good time. Like, the girl who did Stina and I's tattoos, like, we were chatting to her about FMA and stuff. And like, Charlie's dude was like all the way upstairs, and he had like a bunch of Lego sets, like, just out in his area, which was cool. Like, but yeah, like, it was a fucking pain in the ass to park, but
that was the majority of our Friday. Was y'all got your tattoos? Freddie was at the car dealer. I was asleep. Val was asleep, and it was about 4 or 5 o'clock where we finally reconvened, and we're like, okay, we're here for a convention. We better fucking go there. So we get to the convention, and you and Stina in your rubber boots. You cosplay as not. We'll put pictures of that too. You were Nana Shimura. Stina was Ochako, and I was Hantasero. And so you guys had your tattoos. You were wearing your rubber boots and dying.
It was chafing so bad on our
I'm just dying internally in a fucking costume. But that actually ended up helping though, because it actually made me feel better, was being in costume. So we got there, because that was my first time ever cosplaying. Was that moment?
It was fun.
I felt self-conscious in the car, but the moment I stepped onto the street, because, oh my god, SakuraCon is huge.
Oh, it's in like 8 different fucking venues.
It's all over the city. And so the entire city is the convention floor. And so, like, and even as Earl commented, because Earl was like, as soon as we stepped out of the car, because Earl was joking around about cosplaying shit, and as soon as we stepped out of the car, Earl went, fuck, I should have cosplayed. And he was right. You stood out more at SakuraCon if you didn't cosplay. Every motherfucker at SakuraCon is in cosplay.
Because Earl wasn't about how, like, he really wanted to bring LARP shit, but he just didn't have room in his bag.
Yeah, he just didn't have room, but, like, it's the exact opposite. Anime Dallas is very industry. It's very, like, you wear nice clothes, and the kids wear cosplay. which is why we loved it, because we're just a bunch of stuffy old men. But SakuraCon is, everyone is in cosplay. It's a fucking, that's the dress code, is wear your fucking character. And so as soon as I stepped out of the car, I was like, holy shit, cosplay's fucking cool. After all my years of life saying I would never get caught dead at a convention, I would especially never wear cosplay. That was fucking fun. Oh my
and
God.
fucking going back to like being in the car with the cosplay, that drive there on the Friday was terrible.
That was a terrible drive. I'm surprised that was the only bad drive. Every drive since, and we took the same routes every time.
Yeah,
Not a bad drive. But that Friday, traffic was bumper to fucking bumper.
Yeah, and Stina's sat-nav was like fucking around so bad.
And we all took the express lane. We went across the fucking bridge, across the city. We all went the wrong way. And then had to go back into the city, bumper to bumper. That fucking sucked. But it worked out.
Stina was stressed as fuck. Like, it was me and Stina in these goofy anime cosplays trying to figure out where the fuck we were. And she was, like, panicking and shit. And then we've got Duck and Charlie in the back who are, like, the most opposed to ever cosplaying. Just, like doing fuck all. Oh, it was intense.
But once we got there, it just, like, so that was the last part where I even though I was still feeling effects of being, like, sleep deprivation, I just all melted away. I was so fucking happy because as soon as we walk into that fucking floor, as soon as we get our fucking badges, we run into our fucking boyfriend, Das Tails.
Yes.
Immediately. And that would be a recurring thing throughout the entire convention. Every time we got to that convention, we would always run into Das, followed by Allie and Kyle and EOD. Every fucking time. It was fucking hilarious. And as soon as I see Allie, we come fucking running. She puts her arm around me. Boom! Rips off the first pauldron, my tape dispenser on my shoulder. And I was like, and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, that lasted longer than I thought. I thought I was going to take this costume off as soon as I got in the building. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was just happy to see everybody. So the fucking pauldron fucking fell off. And then Das immediately comes right behind me, grabs him and goes, does this come off? Fucking tears it right off. And he's like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. And I was like, lasted longer than I thought it was. I didn't care because I was like, I can fix that later. But that was fucking funny.
Because you guys met Das at Dallas, right?
Yeah, we met. Oh, we were. Das was a joy boy at fucking Dallas. It was fucking great. He was with us the entire time. But yeah, so we saw Das, we saw Allie, we saw Kyle, we saw EOD, and a bunch of other people. And then we just immediately lined up for the Something Witty panel. And man, they brought a fucking showing. Like, holy shit.
God, it was packed.
It was packed. That was cool. And the My Hero they showed was really fucking good. I was really happy.
Yeah.
It was worth the fucking wait. Very happy for them. And they showed a preview of the Sword Art Online, which was fucking great. And then,
the Sword Art, yeah.
And then after that, then it was the moment of truth. Outside at the panel. Who's gonna fucking talk to me?
Yeah, the fucking everyone, all the
that was a
out
game.
There.
Everyone fucking, as soon as everyone left the panel, everyone just fucking turns and looks at me and goes, okay, who's gonna talk to Ivan? And it wasn't bad. I talked to who I wanted to talk to, and that's fine.
Yeah, you fucking got your checklist of people you want to see.
I said no. Talk to Izzy, talk to Carrie, Mac, no problems. Fucking talk to Grimjack, no problems. Fucking PS Weasel. Who else I saw? I saw a bunch of other people, and it was fun.
And we talked. You shit?
No one gave me, anyone who wanted to give me shit just straight up kept their distance, and that's fine. But basically, what we learned this con is that, hey, we can be in the same room as people, and a black hole void will not form and destroy the abridged community. We're good. We've made progress. We can be in the room with some people, and there's no problem.
Complicity. We'll accept that.
We can be in the same room and no problem. So progress, baby steps. So we did that, and then I think we immediately fucked off and went home, right?
Yeah, we went home and passed out straight away.
No, are you fucking talking about? We fucking drank.
Oh, fucking yeah, we got Domino's and shit that night, didn't we?
We fucking drank. I went to bed a little bit earlier because I was like, I need to sleep. And once I did that, I was good for the rest of the con.
No, for sure.
So that was Friday. So Friday was like pretty standard. Oh, but let's talk about so Val invited a guest over to the pad. He invited over Sophia, a cosplayer. Itadere. Absolute sweetheart. It was good to have her there.
Yeah,
she's so nice. And that made me happy because I felt like we ditched Val. But it was like, oh no, he had someone there too. And we couldn't talk shit about inviting people to the Airbnb because we also brought Rude McRude with us.
Oh, Earl's
old producer.
Dude, he was fun. I miss him.
He was cool. He was fucking great. I've only spoke to him once before, passively in a chat, but I actually got to meet the man. It's always awkward when someone knows who you are and you don't know them.
Yeah.
But with him, it was like immediately Shane, right? I always feel like I'm gonna get his name wrong. Shane.
Yeah, Shane.
Yep, Shane. Shane Anson. Yep. Rude McRude, Shane Anson. I gotta make sure I put a key up on this episode with everyone's names and their usernames and what they do. We did that. I think we did it for Anime Dallas. I gotta remember, like, that's a note to myself. Please put that there because we're gonna say a lot of names. Yeah. It's like with Shane, it's like we just knew him. Like, even though I've only talked to him once, like for like 2 minutes, it's like we've always known each other. Like he meshed
so well.
He just meshed really well with the group, and it was like cool. He's just with us now.
Like, his Guts cosplay was dope as well. Like that fucking sword.
Anyone who follows us on Twitter, that's him. With me, that was his sword. That was a fucking 50-pound sword.
The first time we saw him as well. The first time we saw him, he had like that black hair, and we were all just like, "Oh, he's got black hair."
And he looked different. Yeah, and he had the gray streak and everything. I'm like, this man looks dignified. Like, this is a good-looking man. Not to say Shane's not good-looking already. But he was looking fine. He was looking fine. And then he took it off, and we're like, oh, so Shane's actually kind of more of a gingery brown. And like that was it. I didn't recognize him at first. The first time when he didn't have it on, I didn't recognize him because of that. No. But oh my god, his Guts cosplay. Like he had the fucking armor.
It was impressive.
Helmet. It was fucking badass.
Dude, put craft into that.
But yeah, he just meshed really well with the group. So Saturday, refresh my memory. What the hell was Saturday? Schmucks and it wrapped up with the Schmucks panel in the evening. I know that much.
Wow. Okay. How did Saturday start?
I think we just hung out again. I think it was
like more Smash and shit, right?
It was just more Smash. We played a lot of Smash Bros. It was a lot of Smash and Hash.
I was a bit devoed we didn't play Mario Kart once.
Because when you have Smash Bros, you don't need to play.
No, Smash was fucking fun. I'm glad I got to play Smash. So.
Yep.
And with everyone, it was fucking.
It was fucking fun. Shit. Oh, and you know what's another thing we had to add about Friday night is that Kim got there late Friday night.
Oh, he did. Forgot about Kim.
He was the last to show up, so we didn't see him till the next morning. So we got Kim there.
Doc left Saturday morning? Did he? Sunday morning.
He left Sunday morning.
Oh, okay. I thought I figured out Saturday then. Never mind.
I know Saturday's the weird blur. Saturday is the weird blur. I know how the evening went, but I don't know how the day went because I was still a little bit groggy.
Kim arrived after I totally fell asleep.
Yep, same. I heard him come in, but then I went back to sleep. Yeah, but yeah, Kim was there. I think it was just Hash and Smash. I think is all we did until fucking that's the thing. I said it before. I said to Freddie, we are our own main attraction. Like there was a con going on, but we just and afterwards, I felt so fucking bad because everyone was tweeting how they missed us, how they didn't get to see enough of us.
Yeah, I wish we hung out more.
And we were a bunch of fucking conceited little motherfuckers. We only hung out amongst ourselves most of that weekend.
But to be honest, what I like about that is we were just sort of a group of friends.
To be fair, we're really not the con going type. As we said before, Anime Dallas is more our steez. Wearing nice clothing and shaking hands with business people is more what we do. That's kind of what we're more equipped to do.
No, it was just nice to be friends and enjoy each other's company for a weekend.
It was very nice.
Very humbling.
But yeah, I think we just Hash and Smashed most of the day, and then I think we went to GameWorks, didn't we? Before
we went to GameWorks for food, didn't we? Yeah.
I think we went to the con first just to hang out and see some people, and then we went to GameWorks, and that was the funniest shit because we immediately walked to that private event room. We weren't supposed to be there. That was for like private parties, and they just let us be there because they were super nice.
Aww.
That waitress was a fucking sweetheart. The manager was real nice because they could tell we were kind of our own kind of big shots. Like we weren't just some random con goers. They knew we were doing something there, and so they let us and said these guys aren't going to be a problem. So they let us hang out there. We never went on the game floor. We just hung out above it in this private event room and just fucking chilled. And then, but Earl started scouting out the games beforehand. He's like, "Hey, we had to come back here." And I said, "We will." I said, "That'll be a fun thing to do." And so then we went to the schmuck panel. Was that?
We missed the expensive fucking place we ate at that moment.
Oh, that's what we went for. You're right. That's the part that was a blur. We because you guys wanted sushi so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And we found it. And you're like, "Oh, it's walking." You all turned into Freddy. Like, all you, like, metamorphized into Freddy. You all looked like Freddy. We're like, "Oh, it's walking sushi." And you turned up your noses and scoffed.
Well, to be
fair, Earl only eats burgers.
To be fair, I hadn't eaten sushi before. So Charlie was like, "Oh, you gotta have the good stuff." And Freddie was like, "Oh, yeah,
it looked good. It looked
stuff.
good. I don't know what y'all were
fucking
talking
know.
about. Sushi is fucking sushi. Unless someone shits on their hands and makes it, sushi is sushi.
Okay.
It's raw. It's fucking raw material. There's really not much you can do other than doll it up. And for the price, it looked like pretty standard good ass sushi. But no, we made the journey, and then y'all turned your noses and ran. So immediately we see this place called the Daily Grill. And I said this entire convention area is packed to pack with anime people. You don't see a goddamn soul outside the Daily Grill. So I immediately suss and go, "Oh, that's the fucking 5-star restaurant there. That's why no one's there." And we walk in, dead as shit. And I'm like, here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. I sit there and look at the fucking menu and just start fucking laughing. Because I didn't eat shit that entire weekend, so my budget was open for meals. Because I wasn't spending on food at that point. Oh my god. $10 fucking bowl of soup for me. What, you guys paid like 20, 30 something fucking dollars for shit?
I paid $30 for a salmon because there's nothing else on there that I liked, and the salmon made me fucking shit myself. I didn't even finish it.
Yep.
God.
I was laughing. Freddie was in heaven. I think that's the best place Freddie ate that fucking thing.
Freddie ordered like 2 meals. What did he have? Like a salad and a burger.
Freddie fucking ordered a fucking 3-course meal for himself. Where everyone was looking at their menus, pale. Freddie was in heaven, and I was just laughing my ass off. I'm like, you guys scoffed at the reasonable sushi, and now you're paying the fucking piper.
Yeah.
I was just laughing my ass off. And the fucking waitress is like,
you had like the clam chowder.
I had the clam chowder.
It looks a bit like vomit.
It was highfalutin because it was a highfalutin restaurant. It was good. But it was like, but I was like, man, all I wanted was just fucking clams and chowder. I don't need this fucking other shit.
Yeah, fuck. And then the waitress, she was fucking sassing us.
She was sassy because she was tired of our shit. I tipped her really well though. Like y'all fuckers left. I don't blame you. But I was like, you know what? I haven't paid for meals. This waitress is being fucking mean. I'll tip her real nice on behalf of everyone. So I did that, and and she kind of waved on the way out. I'm like, yeah, so we're cool now. And then we left, and then we went to the con some more, looked around. I think we looked on the floor is what we did. Yeah, that's what we did. Because I was in the Cerro, and I was the only motherfucking Cerro at SakuraCon. The only one.
It's fucked up.
It was cool, though. Because everyone was happy to see me. Everyone was like, yo, Cerro, you're the only one here. I was like, I know. And so that was cool. I felt special.
You're repping the underappreciated.
I was repping those underappreciated boy at the con. And we took some pictures with Allie and Kyle. We got some group photos in. We did that. And then I think that's when we finally went to GameWorks. I think that's the only day where we did 2 meals.
Yeah. Two proper meals.
And the GameWorks was fucking delicious. I think that's when my appetite finally came back. And that was my favorite part because that's when we started doing business. It's because we got Stina, because we had me and Freddie fucking surrounded Stina, and we started just making deals. Because we wanted Stina to have a greater capacity at JoyRide. And we're like, we're never gonna have a bigger chance to make Stina a full-fledged Joy Boy. Now,
Yeah, because she's on, like, spoilers, I guess. She's on.
That's not officially announced. I'm gonna bleep that. And so that was fun. So I'm in my element. We're eating good food. The waitress is cute, and we're all being nice. And so we did that, and then we went to the schmuck panel. The schmuck panel, I had to laugh because I was reinvigorated. I was rejuvenated. The rest of y'all were ready to fucking die.
Fucking Doc legitimately fell asleep. Like, his head bobbed, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, Doc went to sleep. Charlie was about to fall asleep. You were shitting your guts out. I enjoyed everything the schmuck showed. I was so happy. They did a bang up job. I was like, finally, they're finally doing some good shit here. I was happy. And
okay.
I know everyone did not feel the same. I was fucking shocked when we left that panel. And I was like, yo guys, was that cool or whatever? Went, and I was like, no, I'm finally being the nice guy here. You petty bitches. I've ruined you. I've tainted you all with my cynicism.
You made me feel like an asshole some point some weekend, because I'd go up to you specifically to talk shit about someone, and you'd be like, "Oh, don't be mean." And I was
because
like, no!
that's what therapy does for you, sweetie.
Where's the Ivan we know and love?
He's gone. I fucking killed him. I strangled him.
He's dead.
To sleep. No,
he's in a sewer someplace.
To be fucking honest, that was Thursday and Friday, and Saturday morning was me wrestling with that fucking devil that entire fucking weekend. Was like, no, these are good people, be nice. And I was having an exorcism that night. Was like, leave, foul beast, you're not welcome here. Everyone loves everyone here. Let's be nice.
Full disclosure, was there anyone who like pushed you a little bit close? You can bleep this out. You can delete this bit.
What do you mean?
All the secrets. Like anybody who sort of like really tested your ability to not have a go.
No, I was, it wasn't that, did you walk back with us to the car Saturday night?
I might have done. I think I walked back with...
I think that's the only time where I think I shit talked, was because everyone was talking about how the schmucks were going to host a Smash Bros night after the panel, and we sat there and waited. Oh, you made us
fucking wait an hour?
We stood there for 20-30 minutes, and no one moved a muscle, and I was like, and everyone was looking at me. I was like, hey, boss, are we going to fucking leave? Because I wanted to be nice. I wanted to be nice. I wanted to be polite. I wanted to talk to people. And just show that we were there. And I said, I felt bad that we kind of kept to ourselves. But Saturday night, we wanted to be there. And even Das was looking at us, like, apologizing. He was like, man, no one's going anywhere. And I was like, we got to go.
I remember I felt a bit bad.
I was like, you know what? We're better than this. I love the schmucks. I love Grimjack and the boys. But we're not going to wait on you like that. No. We're not fanboys. And I understand. Busy. And they were busy. And I totally understand. They were busy. They were talking to fans. They were talking to each other. And it's just like, we had to go. Because everyone was exhausted. They were tired. People still had the flu. And I had to make that move because I also wanted to talk to the Abridged boys because they were texting me at the exact same time because I fucking love Jaeger and the boys. And I was, and that's what I was really holding on for. I was like, you know what? I could probably get them at this party too. And then everyone will be there. It'll be fucking great. But I had to think about my own company. I had to put them first because everyone was dying. And I was like, okay, we gotta go. And so that's when we walked, and I was like, fuck that. I was a little bit upset. And I was like, we sat there and waited for like almost 40 minutes, and I was like, yeah, like let's not do that again. So we walked, and
I remember feeling like the fucking annoying fucking kid, because like every 5 minutes I'd turn around.
I know.
I want to hang out with people I don't like.
It felt a little bit embarrassing. That's why I was like, it wasn't that. It was the fact because you guys kept looking at me like, can we go? And I was like, 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. And then I
You're
looked
the
at
fucking
Das.
mom that weekend.
Yeah, and then Das was like, it's not fucking happening. And I was like, okay, we're out of here. And then we walked, and even Das and Allie and them left too. They fucking walked out because we reconvened with them because I gave Freddie so much. That's another story to tell. When I got to the airport, I immediately walked to Freddie and said, "Hey, Freddie, do you know where you parked?" And Freddie went, and he immediately starts clicking his fucking alarm in his car. I'm like, "You fucking dumbass, you motherfucker!" And so the rest of the weekend, I kept hammering Freddie. I said, "Freddie, where did we park?" And he would recite the fucking name, the number of the fucking building, everything. And so then when we went, Freddie took a group, and so I went with Stina's group that night, and immediately Stina and you all go, "We don't know where we parked," and I went, "Oh no." Because I was originally going with, because I was Freddie's navigator. I was like, Freddie, I gotta show these kids how to find a car. So I went with Stina and them, and we figured it out. We used deductive reasoning, and we did find the car. But we ran to Das and Allie and all them, and they were just like us. They were just like fucking tired and done with waiting. So they went back to their fucking room. So we went back, and that's when Sophia was there, and we kidnapped Shane, Rude McRude. And we just fucking lit up. Like, everyone said they were tired and they're going to bed. Everyone lit the fuck up. Everyone got fucking trashed. And, yeah. That was fun. We watched Kung Pao. And,
we watched Kung Pao like twice, didn't we?
We watched the first half of Kung Pao. Because it hit us. Because we all got lit up. And then it hit us. Everyone got tired and went, okay, we need to go to sleep. So, but Saturday night was pretty fucking fun. Big crazy chaotic. It was a blur because so much shit happened. We didn't know what the fuck. So Sunday was
Doc
fucking
leaves.
great. Doc left. I said it was great, and they go, Doc left. Yeah, that's why it was great. No,
And then
Doc
Kim leaves in the evening.
Doc left, and it was super fucking sad. And so we had
the arm wrestling comp. What the fuck?
Yes, before Doc left, we had the arm wrestling competition. That was fun. We did a round robin tournament, whereas who everyone played everybody, who gathered the most. I was a fucking idiot, as always, because my strategy coming in was, I'm not the strongest, but I have the most endurance out of everybody. I can literally sit there and hold someone's arm until they tire out. And so, very first match with Freddie, big fucking mistake. Because Freddie fucking has, like, fucking Asperger's strength. And just fucking... he fucking screams. And fucking... I held him. No problem. But after I held him, and then immediately my fucking neck and my back fucking goes out. I was like, fuck. So I had to fucking concede the match. I fucking let my arm go. I was fucking injured the rest of the fucking day. But
there's a few matches there where you could on the video see your shoulder give way a little bit where your arm was, and it was like fuck.
Yeah, I was fucking done. But my arm wasn't tired, but my back fucking went out. So I had to wrestle everyone with my fucking left, and then I was beating everyone with my left.
Shut the fuck up.
I was, because my back was the issue, not my arm. So I literally sat on the table real funny, and I get my left arm, and I just left arm to everybody else. But I lost points because I got injured with Freddie and Doc, and so I couldn't make those points up. And then
Doc is fucking dangerous. His strategy.
If I had faced Doc with my left, I could have beat him, no problem. But I did the right where I was fucked up, and I'm like, damn it. I could have, and then you didn't. If I'd done that, you wouldn't have tied with him. You would have beat Doc.
That's the thing. If I hadn't gone against Doc first and I'd seen his strategy, fucking, I would have had him.
If I had faced Doc with my left, I could have beat him, and you would have placed higher than him, and I would have been second place instead of third. But Freddy's strategy was screaming, just screaming.
It kind of it was intimidating. It was like a Pokemon using.
It wasn't intimidating. It was annoying. Because I just had a fucking headache, and then Charlie's outmuscled everybody. But there was an advantage. The small you, me, and Stina, we had the advantage. Small people had leverage, as we learned.
Yeah.
Because going up against the big folks, we had more leverage on the table, and that was fucking fun. But otherwise, I said I lost to fucking Charlie and Doc and Freddy, and I just couldn't make it back. I couldn't make those points back. But That was fun. But said the arm wrestling contest, we said we would do that Thursday night. It took us all through the fucking weekend to finally have that happen.
It was like Doc's leaving in an hour. We've still not done the arm wrestling competition.
Yeah, and we had to fucking do it. So we did that, and then we sent Doc away, and that was sad. And then we came back, and I'm trying to remember. I think we went to... No, we sent Doc away and immediately went to the con, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we had Subway, and then we met you there, didn't we?
Yeah, we had Subway. I remember we ate Subway, and then we just went to the con floor some more. Did some more fun shit like that.
Went to the Art Stallion shit.
And then that's when the cool shit happened. So we call and reserve for a karaoke bar, is what we did. I feel like such a fucking idiot.
My heart aches as you said karaoke.
It was all my fault. All my fault.
My fucking line of thought, as soon as the guy comes up and is like, I need to see ID, it's a 21 over, I was like, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't have fucking come. I'm not 21. Why the fuck did I go? Like, I felt fucking terrible.
I just assumed they honored the British license. I assumed they honored that. And I was a fucking moron. But we got there, and we walked. That was the fun. We should talk about the journey there. It's this really cool college part of town that we went. It was very...
Yeah, there's like a uni campus there?
It was the only time we really diverged off our main path. It was the uni. At the left. It was... What was it? It was like Seattle College is what it was called?
Yeah, there's like a campus college
its slogan was one of the colleges in Seattle. It was like the most bare bones... It was definitely a community college.
Yeah.
But like, it was quaint. It was just this one small building. It was really nice. But all these awesome bars and restaurants and businesses just surrounded it.
It was
and
super
it was
cute.
Cool. It was a cute ass part of town. And so we parked because there's no way we're gonna get parking nearby. So we parked at the bottom of this hill and then journeyed up. And me and Stina fucking ran to the fucking top because we were running out of time for our reservation. And then we fucking got there. And I walk in like, hey, let's see some ID. So me, Stina, Val, we all walk in there like, yeah. It's a high-tech, private room. Huge catalog of songs. We're like, this is fucking legit. And we're in there. And then you guys caught up and went up there. And immediately, guy walks in and goes, hey, we need to see... Because it was under my name. Says, hey, party leader, we need to see you at the front desk. And then... I see you there fucking crying.
Oh, damn.
And I was like...
Don't tell everyone!
I was like, oh no. Oh no. And like, we can't... Like I said, what do you want to do? And I'm like, we're going to have to cancel. They were very nice though.
They were very considerate.
The place, if anyone wants to know, it's called the Rock Box. Cool fucking karaoke bar. Get a reservation the day before or the morning of. They open at 3, call right at 3. And you can probably get there at night. It was cool as shit, great staff, and we just couldn't be there because you're too young, and I felt so fucking bad because I overlooked it.
Like, I fucking... Because all day, everyone was like, karaoke! Like, everyone was fucking so hyped about it. I was like, I've ruined this. I even fucking... Who was that I said it to? I think I said it to, like, Stina. I was like, you guys can still go in. There's, like, I had Google Maps up. I was like, there's somewhere nearby I can eat. You guys just go. Like, I would just
I know,
fucking...
and we were like, no. It's everyone. Because I said, we're here to see each other. We are our own main attraction. It wasn't about the karaoke. Because as we were walking, everyone said, who here can actually sing? And everyone's like, haha, no. So we're like,
Kim's got the Brendan Urie voice, but that's about it.
But immediately, we're like, okay, we need to service recovery. We need to find the coolest place ever. Because this was a great fucking area. So like, there's no way we can't find someplace cooler.
Oh, so down that street, there was like 8 different fucking bomb-ass places.
There was a fucking pizza place with dogs in it. And we're like, whoa! And then there was a cat cafe. And we're like, let's check that out. The cat cafe was booked. And to be honest, it was fucking lame. It was fucking lame as shit.
It wasn't very well decorated. It was just like...
No, it was just like, here's some cats. But we were just like, hey, cats, better than karaoke, right?
Earl was like fucking stoked on that shit.
Oh, Earl fucking liked the cats. Stina liked the cats too.
Yeah.
And then fucking Charlie and Kim needed to fucking take a shit. So they shit in the cat bar. And Kim took a very long time. We were all waiting outside for Kim. And I look at Stina and I go, I think Kim is adopting a cat right now.
We were expecting him to come out like with his
a
shirt
jacket full of
meowing, like
cats.
run, go,
Run.
go.
We thought Kim was gonna steal the cats. Because he was like when he was waiting for Charlie out of the bathroom, he was eyeing those cats.
He was
And we're
deducing a plan. Fucking.
He was trying to steal those fucking cats. So then we start walking, and then we see these red lanterns, and we're like, what's this place? And we walk up, and let's call it by name, the Tabari Bar. If you're in Seattle, Washington, you must go to the Tabari Bar.
It's a must fucking see location. They had Ghibli playing.
They had
fucking
Ghibli playing
bomb-ass
on a
menu.
projector on a brick wall. And it was like, it's this Japanese bar. And it was tight. And we sat outside underneath heaters. And we got some fucking sake. And the sushi. We finally got our sushi. Everything went right. Right there.
was the
Oh
fucking
my god.
Perfect end to the arc before Kim had to leave.
Yep. And oh man, the sake and me, I was like, oh no, you gotta get this away from me. And,
Like
I said,
mentally, I saw you
I'm
get your
gonna-
third glass, and I was like, I'm gonna warn him when he goes for the next one. Like, take it easy. But you didn't get another one.
It was a good test because even everyone asked us, Ivan, are you okay? And I said, you know what? It's okay because when I was an alcoholic, I wasn't a social drinker. I went home alone where I was unchecked and fucking drank myself to a fucking coma. So I was here. I had about 5 or 6 glasses of sake, and then immediately Earl goes, "You're done." Kim, I had the 7th glass, and Kim took out my fucking hands and goes, "Hey, boss, I'm gonna finish that for you." Everyone's looking at me, and that was the moment where I was like,
I didn't realize you had that many.
I was very appreciative, and I was like, "This is okay." As I said, I stumbled a little bit here, but people are watching my back. And that made me very proud of what I had set up here with JoyRide.
Man, I
was
thought
like,
you only had like 3. You had like more than that.
I was sneaking them, and Earl and Kim were watching. They were
They're
on
the
my
goodest
ass.
of boys. They're the fucking MVPs.
They were on my ass and like, "Hey, boss, you're done." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "You're right. You're right." and then we're not going to talk about the driving situation.
Let's not talk
going
about
back.
illegal things that happen.
I think that's a little bit illegal. Except the funniest fucking part.
Step out the car.
Everyone runs out of the car, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean." And they went, "No, the car is smoking." And I was like, "What?"
I'm stood at the end of the drive.
Look at
I
the
was
fucking tires.
nowhere.
Because me and Stina immediately go, "What the fuck are you
Sophia
talking
ran
about?"
inside.
Guys, I felt so bad. Oh my god. Thank God that the traffic was good. We never had bad traffic after
yeah.
Friday, and thank God. We would
Regardless
not
of
have made it.
traffic, them motorways or highways or whatever, they
Freddie
looked
fucking and
scary.
according to Freddie's group, I guess Freddie left like halfway through and pissed on the side of the road. I guess that was their story. But the funniest part was everyone ran out and I was like, "I'm sorry." And they went, "No, the car's smoking." And I was like, "What?" And we look because it was cold. And I guess the tires were smoking was what happened. Because I guess we Fast and the Furious our way back in. It was cool. It reminded me of the end of Speed Racer is what it did.
The worst part was it was the back tires, which is where like the back seat doors are. So I stood out the car and I was like, "God, like has the guy downstairs been burning stuff?" And then I look around and there's smoke like beneath me.
I swear to
like,
God, I thought Sophia like tucked and rolled out of the car. Like she thought
She
it
was
was going
gone.
to explode.
She had
thought
no
it was
words.
going to explode. Is what she thought. And then Stina's like, "Well," she was like, Stina was wasted, so she's like, "Oh well, I guess I'm staying." And I'm looking like, I'm like, what the fuck? And when we realized that I just burnt rubber, we were laughing our fucking asses off.
Jesus.
Oh my god! And then we got lit again. I think that was the most lit evening. Was Sunday.
Oh yeah.
That
We
was
all
when
had to
things went
drink
crazy.
to accept the fact that Kim and Doc had left.
And then everyone got back, and we fucking. Then you and Charlie went to 7. Where'd you guys go?
Went to 7-Eleven to get snacks.
It's only gonna take 2 minutes.
It was. Google Maps was like 2-minute drive, ETA. So
And you never came back. And I joked to Steve, I'm like, I think the car exploded. I think they're dead.
If I'm gonna be honest, like the drive did take longer than expected because Google Maps just sent us fucking everywhere. But we were sat in the car.
Everyone's Google Maps except me. Only me and Shane's Google Maps didn't fuck up.
Fucking favoritism.
Everyone
But
else.
we were sat.
We were all using the same app, and only ours really. Like we were the navigators that weekend because we were the only ones whose Googles did not do stupid shit.
Fuck them. Fuck Google Maps, except you guys, Google Maps. But yeah, the car drive did take longer than expected. But we were sat in the fucking parking lot talking shit for about 10 minutes. So
That's about right. That makes sense now. Everyone's getting lit up. We Smash Bros. We finished Kung Pao. Is that where we played the drinking game too?
I think it was. Or was that Saturday? That might have been Saturday.
The drinking game was Saturday because Doc was still there.
Yes.
Because Doc
that ended way too quickly. We still had like another 3/4 of the fucking card pack.
Yeah,
there.
it like devolved. I think people just kept getting too rowdy. I think we're like, okay, we gotta stop and get quiet.
That was true. Like every 2 seconds, we were like, "Hey, quiet hours."
People were
and then,
everyone was screaming. We're
I
like,
think everyone was like, I think everyone was guilty of that. Like, there's no.
Oh, everyone was guilty. Yes, everyone was guilty.
Yeah.
And then so Saturday night was fucking. It's like Sunday. Sunday was like the littest fucking night, and that was awesome.
Sunday was like our way of trying to be like, oh, we don't leave soon. It's fine. Like,
everyone just hiding the fact that we had to leave soon. Yeah. So then Monday was a pretty chill morning, and then did we go straight?
We were supposed to meet with this something witty crew, weren't we? And then we didn't.
We were gonna do brunch with them, and then we didn't. So we went to the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh,
and
that was delicious.
I think that was the feast. That was the fucking feast.
That was us making up for like 4 days of like malnourishment.
Of not eating. Yup. Oh my god, the cheesecake was really fucking good. It
was phenomenal.
It was fucking phenomenal. So we did that, and then because the night before, Carrie called Charlie and was like, "Hey, let's meet up. We'll do brunch, and then we'll go to GameWorks." So like, okay, we'll do that. Well, we didn't meet him for brunch, and so we had the fucking schmuck scenario again. And we're like, fuck it. We're not gonna fucking wait for people. But lo and behold, we walk into GameWorks same exact time as Allie, Floro, and Kyle and them. It's like
they followed us. It was like
we always would wind up in the same place, and then immediately after them, something witty, and then Buddy and Logan and everyone from Project Mouthwash were there, and it was like, all right, game on. I'm not a GameWorks guy. I don't like that shit. I think it's a ripoff. $20 for a 3-hour card. We were there for what, 6 hours? That was
we were there all
fucking
deal.
Day. We were there all day. That was a fucking blast. That was fucking fun. Oh my god, they had Initial D simulators, and I was all over that shit in the beginning. That's all I fucking did was tear up on that thing, and then we were playing competitive basketball with everyone, and then hockey. Like we just kept fighting everyone in games is what we were doing, and then the fucking photo booth. I remember at the end when things were winding down, and Buddy still had like 100 minutes on his fucking card, so we were trying to wear it down. So then we saw the fucking photo booth, and it was hot as shit.
It was meant for 2 people. And we got like 8 of us in there.
We put 8 people in there, and we were fucking dying.
There was like so many stages, we were just like, get us the fuck out of here.
And it kept going, and it kept going. And we're like, Jesus fucking Christ, just end already. Oh my god, but yeah. And then, so then we abducted Buddy, and we brought him back. And then, that's the night that we said, hey, let's have a chill night. We'll watch The Gamer. We'll start cleaning up. Freddie fucking went like the most lit out of everyone. He
was up for hours after we all went to bed, though. Like I came through in the middle of the night for some Pepto.
Freddie. I love this man. But that evening, I wanted to fucking strangle him.
Why?
Because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. The entire fucking evening. I felt so bad for Buddy. Because Buddy sat there and Freddie would not shut the fuck up. And I kept looking at Buddy like, I'm sorry. And he kept fucking drinking, and he fucking did another drag, and I was like, oh no.
We had to
get up at 7 that morning, and I'm like, you know what? It's
before
not me. He can pay for that.
Before that, wouldn't it? It was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean, we said 7. We all got up at 5 in the morning because no one could sleep because we're all like, we got to get fucking going.
Yeah, but I think if I'm gonna be honest, I think Freddie was like rapping with the fact that we all had to leave.
Yes, that's what Freddie does, and I said that's why I fucking love the man. He's adorable. Because at Anime Dallas, I'm not joking. That was hyperbole. I said he refused to wake up at Anime Dallas. The room, we had to check out of that room in 5 minutes, and he refused to get out of bed, and we had to drag him out of bed because he doesn't want everyone to fucking leave. And so that's what he was doing that evening. He didn't want to wrap with the fact that everyone was leaving. And I felt so bad, but at the same time, I wanted to fucking choke him. But I couldn't because Stina was laying on me. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I can throw Stina at him.
You probably could.
But I was like, no, I feel bad for Stina. She did nothing wrong. But, oh my God.
But
we watched the gamer. We watched the gamer. That was fucking fun.
Well, I think it'd be more fun if, like, we could hear half of what was saying.
Yeah, Freddie didn't shut the fuck up. I understand. But yeah, it was fun. And we did more Smash. And then after that, we watched all our old fucking JoyRide shit. Like, we got fucking nostalgic. And we're just like, and that's when I started getting sad. Because I was just like, wow. How much things have changed in just a year. And then 2 years from there. And then 3 years from there. It was like, how much it changed. Like, how is it going to change a year from now? It's crazy how different things
It's
were.
very weird to think. Like,
and we looked at all that shit. And Freddie, because Freddie is... that's the moment when we realized how new Freddie was to the company. And how quickly he rose through it. Because Freddie's like, I never saw any of this. Like, Freddie was like, you make this and that. And I was like, yeah, Freddie. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, Yuri and Ice and shit.
He wasn't even close. We never even knew who he was back then.
No.
Like, long before then. It was crazy. Oh my God. But yeah, so we got really fucking nostalgic at the end there. And then eventually, we all went to bed. And then I think Earl left.
I remember after 2 hours of being in bed, I didn't feel too well, so I went to grab some Pepto. And Freddie was, like, still on Smash, playing, like, the trial stuff.
Was anyone up with him?
It was just him. So I gave him a moment. I was like, are you okay? Like, and he was like, no, I'm fine. Like, but you know when someone responds so quickly and confidently, you know it's a lie?
Yeah. And I felt
fine.
bad. Like I said, I wanted to strangle him, but that's why I didn't. Because I knew he was like... he was getting sad. I was like, you know what? Enjoy yourself. You're going to feel in the morning, but enjoy yourself. I don't think Freddie slept at all, if we're being honest. I don't think he fucking did. Because I never saw him go to bed. And I only slept like 4 hours that fucking evening.
He never woke
we
up.
We all got up at 5 o'clock. Yeah, we all got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we cleaned the place. We just fucking scrubbed it because, oh man, we needed to.
You say we, but I think you did a solid 80% of like the living room and all that shit.
Well, preemptively, I think you guys kind of did the wrap. You did the last once over because there was a point where I was fucking done. And I went back on the couch and fucking snoozed.
Yeah, you had your eyes shut like all that morning.
Because that was me pulling a Freddy. Like, I'm not accepting this.
Yeah.
And then everyone fucking got into the fucking orgy pile, and that was nice. And then
took my heartstrings.
Yep. And then we just fucking left, right? I think we went to the airport en masse, and we all hugged, saw each other off. You all went through the same gate, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like,
I vamoosed because there's two different security gates. I went one way, you guys went the other way.
Well, we had to find out. Fucking Charlie couldn't find where he had to get his fucking shit, like his boarding pass. So that took ages. But yeah, we all hugged goodbye preemptively, and I figured you'd still hang around for a little bit with us.
No, I booked.
But no, you took off. I was like, oh man, like
that's what I do. They'll tell you I'm in Dallas. For sure. I say goodbye. I mean goodbye. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but it was wonderful, awesome weekend. But that was very stressful on me, and I was kind of relieved to go. I was very relieved. As soon as I got through security gate, I relaxed. I took a deep breath. I felt bad. I had a great week, and I love you guys, but I was like, oh, I can relax.
Yeah.
I did it. I went through a weekend with minimal issues. I did it. I fucking did it. I was very proud of myself. But yeah,
I
you
get
guys.
that. It's nice to have time to yourself and shit.
Yep. And my flight there was I have pretty good flights there and back. My flight back was fucking smooth as silk. I had more waiting time than I did in any other flight I took between here and last year, but it felt like the fastest fucking flight I ever did.
Oh.
I was relaxed. I took a nap. I felt good. Everyone was nice. I had a seat to myself on the little tiny plane back home. I had the row to myself. That was cool.
Yeah.
And that flight was only like 30 minutes, like, 'cause they had a tailwind. Like, it was smooth. It was good. Got home, and it was like, I got home, and even my mom, because my mom and I play in the same house. We just pay rent to each other. We live our own separate lives. It's just how the arrangement goes. And I just stood in the middle of the house, and she was looking at me like, you don't know what to do now, do you? I'm like, no, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself right now. Because between then and Anime Dallas, and even before Anime Dallas, all I do is go in my office, and all I do is work. I work in my office, then I get called in to go to the hospital, and I work some more. All I do is work. I went up to that house at 10 o'clock at night and just stood there like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I got a taste of peace for one weekend, and it was like, I can fucking do it. I can actually. Some hint of normalcy does exist in my life. And that meant the fucking world to me. Even though I was freaking the fuck out, I'm like, do I work? And she's like, go to bed. I was like, but I'm on Seattle time right now, so maybe I'll just sit around and do shit. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck? What was your journey home?
Yeah, so Charlie, Val, and Charlie had the first flight home, but so we said goodbye to him, and then 30 minutes later was Val's and I, so by the time we'd found our gate, it was time for us to board, which was easy peasy. I had a fucking like a 9.5, 10 hour flight with Val.
Wow, 10 hours. It always feels like the flight across the Atlantic is a lot longer. It feels like it should be a longer flight, but that's pretty good, to be frank. That surprises me, that it's only that fast to cross the fucking pond.
If you think really about how far you're going, yeah. I say the first half definitely feels longer than the second half. Like, when you're in Amsterdam and then on the map it's like, oh, you've just travelled above fucking Greenland. It's like, oh my god, keep going. And then by the time you're like above Canada and above the States, it's like, you're basically there. So, yeah, it's not really too bad. Yeah, and then the 4-hour layover, and then an hour flight back to Birmingham, which is where Val's commute ended. But I then had to get a 4-hour train. So, I was just fucking knackered by the time I got home. It's weird to think it was less than a week ago.
I know, it's fucking crazy. It's like, it already feels like a lifetime ago that we did that.
Man, I'm so fucking emo still.
Still emo about it? I'm pretty much good, because it made me happier. Because just like Anime Dallas, it made everyone closer. I think everyone's talking to each other a little bit more now, which is great.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not really feeling the effect of it. Because like those are people I don't normally get to talk to. We talk all the time now. And I hope we keep doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anyone outside my house to hang out with in where I live, so it was...
Same. I'm same, because I'm just a fucking recluse. I said I walked in the house, and I'm like, oh... That's it. I'm just a fucking recluse otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But I'm not emotional. And then, like, I look at the photo booth strip.
You were already... As soon as that fucking photo booth strip came out at the fucking GameWorks, you were already crying.
I wasn't ready for 10, man. Oh, man, I'm going. No. Like... I have it, like, in my purse. It's like my fucking do it for her thing from The Simpsons. It's like,
oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like, oh, I'll, like, have a rough day at college and I'll look at it and I'm like, okay. It's been 6 days and I'm already struggling so much. Fuck this. No, you gotta cut that bit out about me crying at GameWorks. I'm not having people know I cried twice within like 5 days.
All people know that you do is cry. You cry over JoJo.
Shut the fuck.
It's true. I haven't told a lie yet.
You haven't. No. And then the most recent episode being that episode isn't very heartwarming.
Oh yeah, fucking died. I haven't been keeping up on part 5. Like I said, I'm burnt out.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I want to binge part 5 when it's over, but I watched that episode just for posterity's sake, and I fucking lost it. Oh, my boy, my man.